Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to be talking about the loudness range and a lot of the misconceptions about it. So, a lot of what you say experts and media dudes and scholarly professors are deceiving you guys, the general public, into believing the dynamic range has declined since the 90s. But these conclusions are based on a flawed method of measuring the loosely defined term dynamic range. I mean, what is dynamic range? I mean, a lot of people say dynamic range when they look at an audio file. They say, oh, they're usually referring to RMS and peak levels, or also they could be referring to maybe the highest and lowest point a audio signal can take, or maybe the noise floor. So there's a lot of different meanings, many meanings for dynamic range. So first of all, dynamic range is never defined in videos like these. That's the first problem. Second of all, he's taking one song, and it's a good example. I like the example, but just the way he does it, he focuses on RMS and peak, which a lot of people don't know. Did you know that measuring RMS values or peak volume only gives information about the electrical or physical context of the audio file, or the amount of quote-unquote power in the file, but not a measurement as we perceive it? So he's saying what he's seeing here, he's relaying to what he's hearing. So there is no relation between those two. So the whole idea that the loudness war is destroying dynamic range is completely, if you base it off RMS, it's completely flawed. So there's different ways you can base it off, and you can't base it off RMS, because if you go to this article, Sound on Sound, and this guy's using 4,500 tracks that have critical and a lot of success, and he's taking them and putting them in charts, and and organizing them and basically analyzing them. And he's concluded that there is a 5 decibel increase over since 1982 and 2005. And also since the 70s, would you say? So there is an increase, but if you read down on here, he talks about that's from, would you say, in the 90s, when hip-hop artists they want to get a loud sound, they would kind of up it up, and they would, in production, they would already have it pretty loud. So in a sense, compression and limiting affected that. And this is a very short video for a class, but if you want to read more into it, go into that. But overall, the whole idea that basing dynamic range off of RMS and value measurement is flawed on all levels, because if you look, would you say, down here in this graph, if you look right here in Fore, which is an electronic group, in an analysis window in Nirvana, I mean, most people in Nirvana, they're later, earlier, would you say, and you can see that Fore is less veering, in the sense of RMS is, or level mobility is having less less movement and less mobility, but Nirvana is, and that's a 2-second window analysis. But if you go to a 0.10, it's a different story. Fore is featuring more variations than Nirvana. And this is just one of the examples. He does this with other types of stuff. But so as you can see, it's flawed. It's very dependent on the window of analysis, and this dude only does it on a single window of analysis and on a single song. And I understand where he's getting his point, but he's misleading people, and he's not educating people properly about audio, and it's kind of sad, really. So this is the end of my rant, would you say. You can check out the article and get more on that. And it even shows that the loudness, he uses the term loudness range, which I won't go into because it takes forever. Just read that and you'll understand more stuff. But it's really awesome, guys, and thanks for watching. Real Chill Duder checking out. See you guys.